Welcome, fam, to the Week 5 recap of the 2025 season of the FFFL. And I have none other than the not an expert himself, Zach Godby, with me. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
You look like you're at a car show. Uh, Tell us about your weekend, where you went.
I spent all weekend at Mecum car auctions. I assume most people know what it is, but Greg did not, so I
I
don't
did
know.
not, so
It's pretty
my
weird.
bad.
Yeah, this is a car from there. It's a McLaren. It's like it sold for $7 million.
Jesus.
It's like a single driver. You sit in the middle of the car, single driver, no other seats. So
Pretty cool. Speed racer style.
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
And they did it like Colts colors, kind of.
Hmm.
So that's pretty sweet. But I like that
Hmm.
ride. I mean, I would drive it if somebody gave it to me.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but that'd be pretty sweet. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I
You got
do.
to
I
go.
mean, I've been doing that for 4 years now. I go there and my buddy that has a slew of cars, he's probably got 100 cars. I go there and help him sell them, buy them. I clean them up sometimes. So
That's cool.
I've
Yeah, I
been
know
doing that for
you.
a few years.
Yeah, you're really. You have a keen eye for cars. You focus on your cars. You keep your cars nice and clean. You even were running a small business doing that for a little bit there of detailing cars. So maybe I should
Yeah.
drop you some coin to detail mine whenever I'm in town. Because God, I don't ever do it. I'm terrible at it.
Yeah.
Need to be better.
It's tough. It's a lot of people don't keep up on their cars like I do. So
Yeah, I know. I gotta be better at it. I don't know what else to say other than that. But next time I'll be better. But let's get this rolling, man. I mean,
yeah.
the good news is you're one of the faves on the show, so you're well known. We don't got to pull a bunch out of you, to try to find out who are you as a person, Zach. Um,
Right.
but I'm sure you'd love to get into this week 5 recap, simply just to share your. I mean, yeah, you had to have a good time. I mean, getting records. That's usually pretty
Well,
fun.
again, as we were talking before you started recording here, I didn't really get to watch a whole lot because I was busy with the car auction all weekend. But I mean, as of Sunday night and yesterday, yeah, it was nice to look at it and see what was happening. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into that with the week 5 recap. Touch on the injury report, some waiver wire what to do's after that. Trade block didn't have any other trades happen in our league, but maybe there's teams that want to. Comment of the week and wrap up with the week 6 matchups. Let's do this, B. All right, might as well start at the top. You know, uh, not just high score of the week, but record high score ever in the FFFL. This is be our 4th season, so 3+ seasons worth. Never had somebody touch 180, and you almost got 10 more than the previous record.
Hmm.
What happened here?
Um, I had three of the top five scoring people in fantasy this week.
Yeah, you had 3 players over 30.
Right.
That's pretty great.
I'm just really lucky. I mean, honestly, I'll just be real. I mean, who could have predicted Rico Dowdle? I mean, he's been
Yeah,
in
I
the
thought he
league a
actually had
while.
about 25-ish. I think I figured he'd have more in his projection because if Chuba's in, he has Dowdle to spell him. If Dowdle's in, he doesn't really have much to spell him, so he's going to get actually more work, and it worked out better in your favor for that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
So I mean, that was big for me. But Dak having a big night again, that was good. That was pretty big. That was pretty big.
yeah,
But I mean, obviously, it was a combined of a bunch of people because of how much I put up. I mean, it's shocking. It's pretty shocking. And honestly, I forget what the number is, but I was looking, and you would have beat 8 of the 12 teams in the league, I think.
No, I was about middle of the pack. So I mean, it could
Okay.
have gone either way. I don't put 110 as a score that's gonna win you most weeks, really,
No,
but
but I mean, no,
it's in
but
the
you don't
middle.
hate that. Right.
No,
But
and
you
I
don't
didn't hate
hate
my
having,
team. I
right,
really didn't hate some of what I saw. I just don't seem to play the right plays. So while I
right,
obviously wasn't going to touch 186, congrats to
right.
you. Kudos. I'll give you your flowers
Thank
now. That
you.
was amazing
Yeah,
victory.
thank you.
Even created a new category of stomped your ass
Yeah.
because it was a true. I mean, you won by 76 points and I scored 110. So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
It
just left
might have
points on
been
the bench.
it might have been that you were better than 8 of 12 teams before Monday night. That might have been what it was. That could be what it was.
Yeah,
I
it
I
possibly
know
was that.
at a point you were beating 8 of 12 of our teams. I know that. But again, yeah, 110 is not super comfortable, but I mean, how many people scored 100 points this week? You know what I mean?
Yeah, as like I said, I was about middle of the pack, so I can't be too upset
Yeah.
with it. Even though the Garrett Wilson, Justin Fields thing came on at garbage time in that game, and
Yeah.
ultimately that game kind of washes out a bit. Um, I think you end up edging me in that one because I said that would be the main thing to look out for in it. But either way, you had a great victory, lots of high scores. Jonathan Taylor continues to crush it. Your team is looking great. You're 4-1 and still first in the East and deservedly so now. So it's definitive this time. But thank you for stomping my ass. Let's move on. All right.
You don't want to
Yeah.
dedicate this segment for 5 minutes to
Yeah.
you getting your
Uh,
stomping?
one. That is rough. Now we go into an ass whooping, though. We did have a couple ass whoopings that were, still great, still big, but beat the Swifties with only 87, lost to Sobro Cases Aces, who had about 121. What may have been the difference in the two games, and what do you make of Sobro Cases Aces staying pretty much consistent every week? They're about 120. They're right,
Yeah.
they're within 5 points of it, it seems, every single week.
Well, I mean, obviously, Mahomes and McCaffrey are both kind of doing pretty good this year as far as fantasy points.
Yep.
Um, and then obviously, him having Woody Marks was extremely underwhelming. And me and you
Don't
were
I
in
know?
another league together, and I saw that you did the same thing he did, and
Yep. Yeah.
ouch. Uh,
Ouchie.
and who would have predicted, right? I mean, who would have known? I mean, the week he had prior, right? It looked
Yeah.
like he might be the guy that they were going to go to, and then they went back to Chubb. So
Yep. Puts it in
but
question. Keep him on your
he had
roster, but
quite a few underwhelming performances, though. I mean, Derrick Henry. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen there, especially if Lamar is going to miss any time, or I don't know what they're doing with Derrick Henry this year. I don't know if he is just getting a lighter load because he asked for it or what, but he's just, I mean, you could normally book him for 20, and I don't even know. Maybe once he's eclipsed 20 this season.
it was interesting. Someone actually just put it as when they are winning or when they win, he has a good game. So if you
Yep.
think they're going to win, play Derrick Henry. But if you don't, like, just know you got to get
Yep.
maybe a little bit more boom in your lineup, which he does have AJ Brown, and he hasn't performed either this year
Correct.
except for one game. So that's been a really tough one to swallow there. So I can feel
Yep.
him on that. But Sobro Cases Aces continues. Solid team. Good job. About 120
Yep.
every single week. The most consistent team that we have. So great
Yep.
job, Casey and Samantha. All right, ass
Yep.
whooping number two. Kyle with leading the Jerry Jones Hate Club over his Faja leading the Licho Logises by about 30 points at 139 to 108. had a few big uh, plays this week on really both sides. But what do you
Hmm.
think was ultimately the reason that Jerry Jones Hate Club was able to put an ass whooping on Licho?
Well, one, great job starting Matthew Stafford.
Yep.
That's a good choice. Um, he's been killing it. And then as well, Stephon Diggs coming on. I think that helped a bunch.
Yeah,
Um,
big game there.
and I say it now. He killed me with getting the Colts defense. I wanted them so bad, and they're doing pretty good.
Yep.
And on the other side, just got to make a quick note. God, I love seeing Licho lose. Just all this talking shit he was doing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's pretty nice to see it.
Yeah.
You got to be careful with them karma points, Licho. Is they'll
That's
they'll
why I think
come.
you guys are a rivalry. I think there's a little bit
Right,
of a
right.
rivalry
They
between
you got to be
you guys.
careful, man. They'll come and get you. That's
Yeah.
they'll come and get you.
He did make a
So
good. Oh, yeah. Come on in. He did make a good choice at quarterback.
he did. He
Play the
did.
Ravens.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Good.
Good.
I have a class pet that I'm babysitting, and I have it for like one more day. And it's Snowball, and it's a snow leopard.
Hmm.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That is
And
cool. What are you doing that for? Are you doing that for school?
um where we have a class pet, and we people get to take her home, and then they get to do fun stuff.
And
Okay.
then you
That's
get to tell the class
cool.
about it, right?
Yeah.
That is so cool. So you're showing the teacher that you can take care of the pet because you want to take the pet home one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. That sounds fun.
Yeah. Have you had fun doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else you been up to?
Um We were just going to play ball with my beach ball, and
Yeah.
then we were going to pass it around to each other and see how many times we can hit it up to each other.
Yeah.
Classic game.
That's
Yeah.
a classic game. Everybody loves that game.
Banger. Banger. Banger of a game right there.
Yep. Yep.
So how many times can we better be 14. We can get 15 or more. I know it.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yes,
yeah.
easy. Right?
Did you watch any football this weekend with Daddy?
Yeah. And
Good.
with
Good.
Snowball.
And with Snowball.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can't forget Snowball.
I like the name Snowball. It fits well.
Snowball goes back tomorrow though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta remember to take Snowball back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for stopping by, love.
Do you want me to close the window?
No, you're fine. Here's
See you
Snowball though.
later.
Do you want Snowball to go
Yeah.
with you? Bye.
See you later.
Say
Love
Bye.
you.
bye.
Bye.
All right, she's a cutie. Yeah, Snowball. So I guess each kid gets to take, the class pet, which is Snowball, like home at one different kid each week, and then you document your adventures, and then you do like an
Got it.
all about me on Monday. Bring the pet back on Wednesday with a kind of a journal type thing of what you did to add to the full journal of the pet, and then yeah, and then there's something else they got to do like a talent on Friday, and like do like a show and tell talent type deal on Friday.
Nice. Nice.
No, pretty cool. I liked it, but all right.
Yeah.
Sorry if we got. I don't know how far we got into Kyle overtaking it, but I know we were talking about. I think we were
Yeah.
wrapping up with Licho
We were
making a good
wrapping up
choice.
Licho and him
His
playing the
QB
right
too.
quarterback this
Yeah,
week. Right. Yeah.
yeah. So that helped him out, but otherwise, Kelsey did well. Lions defense. Amon Ross still continues to do well, but RB question marks, and Pacheco just hasn't been it so far this year. So might be looking for a different avenue there. All right. And Blake Washington didn't work out like I thought he would against Carolina, but that
Hmm.
stuff happens. He was looking I like the way they were using him before. But anyways, that was the second ass whooping. We'll move along to the Rockets handling Suckadick almost, butt spanking, but just shy of it by about
Hmm.
19ish points, 97.8 to 78.2. What was the difference here?
Boy, Sam is just having a rough go at it. I
Yeah.
really do feel bad for him too, because I know that, he knows what he's doing. He pays attention. I mean, he knows exactly what he's doing. And it's just, man, it seems like nothing is panning out for him. Obviously, Travion Henderson, I feel like has been pretty underwhelming for whoever took him in whatever league you've taken him in.
Hmm.
So that's a big one. But, you know, it's hard
Yeah.
to say. I mean, 78 points is rough. That's rough.
No, I feel you there too. And yeah, you thought even with all the fumbles happening, they'd get to Travion at some point, but they still don't
Right.
seem to be willing to. And he hasn't even looked that bad. I haven't thought, but
No.
doesn't get that many opportunities. And we'll see now that you have the injury to Antonio Gibson, he might turn it around and he might get some more action, which would be good. But Debo's still doing well for him. Jane Daniels will get back to form once he's feeling more comfortable after that injury. But if you have Josh Allen, you're always in a good spot. And Quinshon Judkins has been a great pickup for him. He was a free agent pickup for Ricky's Rodent Rockets early in the season and has been a huge one for him the last few games. So that's going to
Yeah.
help him along. But nice victory, even though it didn't break 100. He's feeling good that he at least was able to eke it out and stay first in the West after this one. All
Yeah.
right. And we had a couple nail biters as well. And I would say nail biters more so in the sense they were less than 10 points, but both were just barely less than 10 points each in victory. With
Right.
kicker, hardly nowhere getting 102.9 and then Meow Meow at 92.9. Here, you had a few things go really well. I mean, I look at Alice's team as having four players over 20 points but still only able to get just barely over 100. That feels kind of tough. And on
Hmm.
the other side with Meow Meow, this is why I thought it was nail biter. He had Travis Etienne going with needing obviously 9.7 plus what about 10, so about 20 points from Etienne, and Etienne had done it many times this year so far.
Hmm.
So thought there was a chance there, but that's why I felt like this was also a nail biter, as it truly was coming down to Monday night's game, and if ETN could continue to do what he was doing.
Yeah.
Anything that you noted from this matchup?
Well, again, I didn't get to keep up with much of anything, but I feel like, I mean, you might be able to see it. I don't know. Doesn't Meow Meow have a good backup quarterback? Who's his backup quarterback? I,
Let me see here.
maybe
I
not.
do. I mean, I'll see it in the next when we do week 6.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, obviously Herbert is underwhelming right now. I don't know what happened, but they
Goff, he has
aren't what.
Goff,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Goff looked
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. What Goff have? Yeah.
26 and a half, and
Right.
he's ranked
So
seventh. I think. Yeah,
26 and a half. So he would have gotten nine more points. So he would have lost by 1 point.
I mean, Herbert's basically kind of descended since game one. Game one, he was
Hmm.
like QB1 or close to it and had over 30 points. And then
Yeah.
next week had good game, 23, 24. And then after that, it's been in the high to mid teens. And
Yeah.
that hasn't helped you as much as you'd like it to. Whereas
Yeah.
golf has been a little bit better as of late,
Yeah.
especially after
Yeah.
week one. Golf has looked a lot
Well,
better.
and I'm with you. ETN underperformed for sure at 9. Now, I mean, 20 hit and miss, but you would think them putting up the points they did and stuff that he would have maybe 20. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you'd think as well. But I'd
but
say,
Allison having good players go off too. I mean, again, having four players go off for 20, that's a good start.
heck yeah. I mean, looked really good. Dave Montgomery, running for one and throwing for one. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. And
Yeah.
I guess they did it because he played football in Cincinnati, so
Mm-hmm.
and he was a quarterback, and so they
Mm-hmm.
wanted to give him his due. I thought that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
But on Glenn's side, I take back anything with even with Goff. I mean, it looks like Goff has been inconsistent as well, and they just haven't hit at the right time. Like if you played the guys correctly, yeah, I think there's one week where you don't have a top 10 quarterback or something like that, but otherwise it'd been fine. But to play the guys
Right.
correctly in that time frame, what do you do?
Right.
I think there are years where you just seem to get it backwards. I've been doing that myself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I feel for you, Glenn, but ETN didn't come up for you this week like he did was able to last week, but kicker hardly know we're able to get another victory in that 3-2 and looking pretty good at third in the East right now. And the last one that we will touch on, which was our second nail biter, technically the closest in points on the week. And that was the Cheesehead champions at 118, just shy of 119, against Murphy's Law, who actually took them at 128 and a half. Both teams 3-2. Cheesehead stays ahead, or stays at third in the West, so drops one. I think he was second, whereas Murphy Law goes to fourth in the West now, kind of on a hot streak. Yeah, for that Tyler kid, looking good. Ever since Burrow went out, his team has actually done better, whereas their
Mm-hmm.
actual team of the Bengals the opposite way. But good scoring on both ends. I'm happy if I'm EJ as well.
Mm-hmm.
What was the difference you think here? Or any notes that you had on the game?
Well, one, unfortunately, I'm glad to see this matchup went the way it did because I am glad to see EJ didn't get a win because it would have put him up there with Andy. And I'm glad to see Tyler winning and doing well. He's got a good little team. My biggest note would be uh, the bet between me and you is probably over.
Yeah.
Javante Williams
Hey, I
just
evened out this.
turned it on. Like, why I don't know where this came from, but boy, if he can keep that going, that's great for Tyler. So I
Yeah.
like Tyler's team. He's got a good, solid team, and I mean, he even had a couple of people underwhelmed this week too. But I like his team, and he looks good.
It was his backfield that led the way this week. I mean, they basically combined for about 80 points amongst the three of them, which is great.
Yeah.
Whereas his receiving core and his I guess you say his air attack was lacking, but he still was able. They were able to pull him through. Whereas on EJ's side, kind of even, but Jake Ferguson has been a great place with CD Lamb out, so been a really nice tight end to have during that time, scoring in the high teens and this time even in the 20s. And the Texans defense always a tough one. And facing a Baltimore team that's down Lamar Jackson, so that's kind of helpful in that manner. But might be looking to see what he could do at quarterback there with Kyler been up and down and not sure what's happening there. And I think he's even got hurt in the game as well. So might be looking somewhere different there.
I
But
don't know
nice
what it
job.
is. I'm
But
sitting on Dak Prescott and Drake May. Just
all right.
saying.
Hey, throwing it
Just
out there. And
saying.
Drake Mays look good.
Yep.
I think the tough part this week, specifically with Drake May, is that he looked good. Like he actually looked good, and it won't look good in fantasy. In fantasy, he did not score well, but guess what? Like watching him play, I'm like, this kid can play. He's a good player. So
Hmm.
they have a nice one there in New England right now.
Yep.
But as you know, Zach, that wraps up the week 5 recap, and we gotta be able to really pay the doctor what he's owed here. So got a sponsor this week to really help us out, and Dr. Sam's doing the injury report, so obviously this sponsor ponied up enough bucks to get it done. Stop Yo Zax is a fully immersive experience where you get to ride around in the Truckosaurus Rex, part monster truck, part dinosaur, all stomping heads. If you ever wanted to know what it felt like to stomp stuff without mercy, make the trek to Stomp Yo Zax in Noble Tucky, Indiana. Adults get in free and kids must pay double the adult rate. No refunds. If you ask for one, you'll get stopped. Well, thank you, Zach, for
I love that kids are double. Absolutely.
they gotta be.
Yeah.
I mean, these kids are merciless these days. They don't take care of anything. They
Right.
should they should be it should cost money to for them to do it, right? Let the
Yeah.
adults free. I'm tired of the kids being free. But the kids, double the adult fee right there. They're gonna pay
Right.
double the adult fee. Normally it's the other way around. So sorry, I gotta get the IR report from Dr. Sam. I know of some that happened. I saw Brenton Strange went on IR. He is the tight end for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yep.
Come on now. Oh, of course. Yeah, my computer's been having a rough one, man. Been a
Yeah.
tough one.
That's why I'm on the phone. Yeah.
You see, it just closed out the internet on me. Like that's what just happened.
Right.
That's what's been going on. It's been just weird stuff. All right, here we go. My apologies, fam. Can you hear my family in the background playing the game?
Barely. I just heard them for 1 second right there. Yeah.
Well, because you couldn't hear Andy at times
Right.
last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, injury report week 5. Chargers running back Omarion Hampton is going to be on the IR with an high ankle sprain, likely 4 weeks at least, but better than a fracture because he's going to be on the IR. Chiefs wide receiver Xavier Worthy, he's still kind of dealing with his shoulder aggravation, kind of tweaked his ankle a little bit, but did stay in the game. Giants wide receiver Darius Slayton injured his hamstring. He's likely going to be out since they're playing this week on Thursday. The Lions wide receiver Khalif Raymond, he's day to day with a neck injury. Just got kind of smashed on the kick return, but they didn't really say too much about that right now. New England running back Antonio Gibson out for the season with an ACL, and then Saquon Barkley, potential knee sprain. I think he was able to stay in the game, so maybe just a little bit of a dip in his production.
Thank you,
So
Dr. Sam.
yeah. Thank you, Dr. Sam. He didn't have Brenton Strange on there. He's definitely on IR.
Yeah, so I saw that. I don't know that means much because I think the backup is like Johnny Munt or something like that, and he's more of a blocking tight end, anyways. But maybe it means something more for a guy like Parker Washington or even Travis Hunter. I don't know. I don't think it
Yeah.
impacts Brian Thomas anymore. Maybe gives him
Right.
an extra target a game,
Right.
but yeah. So with that information, what do we do? What do we do in them waiver wire streets?
Hmm.
What do you think we do with it here, especially on the quarterback side of things this week? If you needed one, any of these guys interest you?
I mean, no. I don't know what to say about it. I
I put
mean,
Darnold. I put maybe Darnold. I mean, he looked good, and he's looked good all year. Just he doesn't get as many attempts, so it depends on if they have to throw it or not. But he's looked good when
right.
they've had to.
Sure. Yeah, he's
Also,
not been
Flacco
terrible.
just got signed by
Yeah,
Cincinnati,
I was getting ready to say, don't take Jake Browning because it's probably going to be Joe Flacco.
which giving Joe Flacco new life. I like it.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
No,
otherwise, I don't know that I care.
yeah, none of these. I mean, if you're looking for a quarterback at this stage that you're wanting a good one, you're probably going to have to trade for him.
Yeah, and I would suggest that trading for a
Yeah,
quarterback. I mean, look out for one. I mean, if you're in need of it, hey, you might have to give something up that you don't normally want to do, but
right.
that's how it
Which
goes.
again, I
Drake
have
May.
Dak Prescott and Drake May.
Yeah. Hey, I just fell into it. I can't say anything about it. It's just how the cards
Just
fell.
how it fell. I can't help that. That's how it fell.
And I don't probably didn't even draft one until like the ninth or tenth round. Who knows? you know. I got Drake May late in one of mine, so I
Yeah,
was I've been happy with that.
yeah.
Anyways, let's not brag about your team anymore. We have to right now. Zachary.
Oh yeah.
We do have some running backs that might be more valuable, especially to a guy like me who's the Amari and Hampton owner.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Anybody on here that you like that you'd go
Yep.
for?
So Haskins for sure,
Yeah.
especially against Miami. They might use Kamani Vital a little bit, but I think they're going to give the bulk of it to Haskins. And I don't hate Blake Corum. I mean, I don't know how many
Mm,
touches he'll get, but I don't mind him either. I also know that Cleveland is starting to bring in Jerome Ford again too, so that might be another one to maybe look out for, especially now that it's Dylan Gabriel and or Shador Sanders.
yeah, not
So,
very true. There's a lot on here. I even like Calvin guy for the Bears. They're giving him run. He looks like um, he looks like the David Montgomery style that that he wants and could get some goal line work. And I like him, man. He's powerful.
hmm
And then I put
hmm
Brashard Smith on here. I think he was getting used more, and you can tell he's one of the few guys on Kansas City that has some juice to him too, man. When he was catching the ball, he looked good out there. So
I was a little shocked of that myself, actually. I even mentioned that to a couple of guys last night watching the game. I was like, man, they're kind of running Brashard Smith a little bit here. That's
yep,
weird. So they're going to, looks like they might start running three of them.
yeah. So I mean, Kareem Hunt did well, so they're not going to get away from that in their scheme. But Brashard Smith could be that pass receiving back for Mahomes. That's a good spot to be in.
Yep.
All right. How about wide receiver? Any on here that you like? We have Mooney at the top. And I even left room for Bourne at the bottom.
Um, Not really.
Yeah,
Not that I hate it all, but um, I kind of like Rashawn Bateman, but with no Lamar, who knows what that's going to be like. Um, if you're looking for a boom guy, I mean, Datavion Wicks is definitely a choice out there, but he's going to be more bust than he is boom. I mean,
yep,
they just spread the ball around too much. Um, I don't mind Turpin, but I don't know how much longer that's going to last because CD is probably going to be back next week. So,
yeah, yeah. There's a few on here that I mean, I think you just take a stab at somebody, but I even like Kendrick Bourne. I mean, he looked good with Mac Jones, and
mhm,
I believe they have chemistry from the Patriots, their time with the Patriots together too.
yeah,
And who knows what the San Francisco health is for their wide receiver core? So he could become
mhm,
maybe checking on the status of that might be more on. And even De'Ami Brown was getting a lot of looks last night. I was surprised at that, is how many looks that he gets in that
mhm,
offense too. Lots of guys on here. Even Mooney at the top. I kind of surprised how many targets he gets too, and that
yeah.
offense and deep targets that matter. He's a good deep ball player. So
My
lots of guys
only
that.
my only hesitance on Kendrick Bourne would just be for this week necessarily, and I don't know the rest, but I wouldn't want him for them playing Tampa Bay.
Sure.
But I do like him. Yeah, he's coming on, and their wide receiver core is pretty wishy washy right now as to who's in, who's out. So,
Yeah.
yep.
All right. Last but not least, we have the tight ends. I mentioned him last week, but Mason Taylor at the top of this list this week. Wasn't at the top last week, but it was near it with a few others underneath. Any guys on here that you might take a look at?
Two that I'm going to probably shock you with, but um, Evan Ingram, and I know it's been underwhelming so far this year, but Denver does look pretty good, and he's just super talented. You know, you got to think eventually they're going to start looking at him and throwing him the ball and making things happen. And then real dart shot, but I like Jonnu Smith. Um, I don't I don't know why no one has him, but I mean he's been a little underperforming so far this year, but I like him. He's immensely talented and he's got
Yeah.
potential to just absolutely go off.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah,
Um,
but those would be two for me.
Evan Ingram was even second in targets in that game, so I mean that's a good point as
Right.
well. And that's what you want to find as a tight end who's second in targets on their team. Usually they're not first, but they're being a guy at second. And that's what Mason Taylor is for the Jets. I mean, he got a lot of targets, so but they're
Hmm.
you know I don't know if he caught any touchdowns or not, but Jake Tone just does. That dude does for San Fran, and AJ Barner is somebody they like in Seattle too. So some guys on here you can look at and see what you want to do with, but lots of good options we gave right there. Trade Central, really just the entire team of Denzel Winnington is willing to be traded. So my needs, and I know you had Bowers out there a couple of weeks ago. I'm assuming he's
Hmm.
still out there because he's injured, maybe, and seeing what anybody want to offer for him.
I
Who
mean,
knows? He's a
I'd
QB.
still listen to offers for Brock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do, but I got Kittle coming off of IR at some
yeah,
point. Hopefully, week
yeah,
7 or 8. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping to
yeah,
get at least another victory before that time. That would be great. We'll
yeah.
see. But yes, I'm always open for discussion. I think Bob's even put some people on the trade block. I can't recall, but Bob was looking for a running back at the time I traded Woody Marks, and after the Woody Marks performance, he might still be looking for a running back. People, so hit him up and see what he might need. Comment of the week, it was yours. Of my guys don't like the slander this league is throwing my way. It was nice, yeah. Um, Lots of love to Zach in this podcast, apparently. And you're on the podcast, just kissing your ass tonight with that ass
Yeah,
stomping.
yeah. I appreciate it.
But I thought that was a good comment there. All
I
right.
just, it just made me laugh. I was as soon as I sent it, it made me laugh. I was like, "Yeah, that's a good one."
Well, here's where we stand. Really, the same two guys at the top. We got Chubby Down Syndrome at the top of the East with Ricky's Rodent Rockets at the top of the West. Jerry Jones Hate Club right behind you though in the East at 4-1 as well. The only other 4-1 team in the league. Then we got some 3-2s as kicker, hardly know her, and Sobro Cases Aces, Cheesehead Champions, and Murphy's Law in the West. I'm at 2-3 and fourth in the East. Beat the Swifties, Suckadicka, Meow Meow, and Lecho all at 1-4, and the bottom of their respective divisions there. So that's where we stand, fam. And here's where we are in the stats, and you're whooping us in points four. I think you're like almost 50 points ahead of the second highest. This record-setting week may have helped
Yeah.
you.
Right. Yeah.
That may have helped you. So looking good there, and haven't really made that many moves. I mean, you're kind of been riding with your team, which is good to see, and shows that you're trusting in that. But Sobro's Cases Aces, they are second in points, fourth in overall standings, mostly due to their own win and loss record. But Cheesehead Champions scoring pretty high. Jerry Jones Hate Club's third. Cheesehead Champions fourth. So on. And Suck a Dick, unfortunately, at the bottom of the league right now at 425 and not that close to the second lowest either. So he is having a rough go of it. Lots of injuries. tough for a doctor like that to be having all those injuries. What have you been pumping your athletes with, Dr. Sam?
Hmm.
Uh, Dr. Seuss, more like Dr. Juice. That's what it is.
They
All
need
right.
to.
Let's step into this upcoming week's matchups here. We got a 4-1 face-off, man. You know, there's only three 4-1 teams after through week 5, and two of them are facing against each other in week 6. And Ricky's Rodent Rockets first in the West going against Jerry Jones Hate Club at second in the East. So big time battle. And two teams that have some real nice players. Anything that you see in this matchup that might stand out as differentiator?
Uh, I'm number one, gonna surprise everybody. I'm rooting for Jerry Jones Hate Club here, which I know sounds crazy because he's tied with me in the East Division. But I just got to have Uncle Andy lose.
Yeah.
I cannot have him being the same record as me and or being better than me. Like I can't have that. So, but no, I I feel like I would try to bring Baker in against San Fran instead of Stafford, which I know might shock some people, but I think it might be a better matchup there, but I could be wrong. Other than that, I kind of like everything else. I mean, he could bring McLaurin in for Stephon Diggs. I don't know if I would trust Stephon Diggs to do it twice in a week. Um,
His
but
old body, his old body's gonna be sore. Is that what you're saying?
well, I mean, I'm not saying he can't do it, right? We've seen him do it, but I haven't seen him do it in what, a year and a
Yeah.
couple months now. Like, I mean, he, I don't know what happened,
See
but
that
and
double
then
move he did
obviously,
to the sideline, like near the
mm,
end zone, that was a great move, though, I will say.
yeah, it's like
But yeah,
when you see right, but that's what bothers you, right? Is you see that and you're like, what's going on here? Like,
yeah,
why aren't you performing like that every game? Because we've seen you do it. You can do it.
yeah,
But then also with Andy, I know he's got a couple of people on bye, um, and I'm not sure what his options are. You know, he's got a lot of questionable people down there.
yeah, man. He's been hit with the injury bug, and he's we already
I'd
said
love
Brenton
to be
Strange
able to.
going on IR.
Well, honestly, I mean, I would probably tell him that I would do my best to get Chris Godwin in there just for the simple fact that if he does play Baker, that he's kind of got
Yep,
to,
yep, I like that.
but that's a crapshoot too. I don't, again, I didn't get to watch much this week, so I don't know what Godwin did this week, but this was his first week back, right? Was this week or was it last week?
I think it was
It
this
might have
week.
been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have been
Yeah.
this week.
And I don't know what he did. He's averaging 4.1, so he must have gotten 4 points. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, rough go at it. Sorry, Uncle Andy.
Or this may have been the second week. I don't recall. I don't think he started out on IR, so I think he
Right,
may have come back in week 4.
right,
Um, but
right.
but yeah,
Well, yeah, like I said, sorry, Uncle Andy. I'm
hey,
rooting for you to lose.
I get it. I like the rivalries. I like the smack talk in the league. Yeah, I don't lean a certain. I guess Andy's been hit with the injury bug, so I know that. And Kyle has three solid running backs that really didn't weren't the reason that he won last week. Last week he won through the air with his team. So if his three running backs can step it up, plus that air attack, that could be a dangerous team right there. Good luck to
Yeah.
both. All right. And this one I put three running back rumble because I have a feeling she's going to be putting in well, basically Bajan will come in the lineup. But I don't know if she wants to take out Montgomery or Brees Hall and instead might try to go with a three running back look. and that's what Beat the Swifties does. They run with that three running back look right now. What do you see as a note for this game?
I mean, it's tough to say, especially with the matchups, but just right off the top of my head looking, I probably don't play Brees Hall just because it's Denver. It's
Yeah,
against Denver. That might be what I do. But I mean, yeah, she's got choices too. I mean, she
yeah,
could also be playing Lad. I mean, he's bound to come on, and Miami's a good matchup. So I like that on her side. And let's see here, Bob's side. It looks like he might have a pretty bad week, if you ask me, especially as far as his projections, because I don't like Derrick Henry playing the Rams. I don't like Kenneth Walker playing Jacksonville. I don't love Marvin Harrison playing Indy. So,
yeah. He does have some tough matchups there. I will
but he has
say,
some choices on the bench too. Um, I don't mind Dobbs. He's obviously a big boom guy. And obviously he's got Brian Thomas Jr. down there, but he's probably feeling a certain kind of way about Brian Thomas Jr. right now since
man. I
he
mean, he had that
what I
big
thought.
catch, but if he doesn't get that big catch in that game, it's another bad outing for him. He only got
Yeah.
four catches total. Now it's for
Hmm.
80 yards, but it's because that was that big catch at the end there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Yep.
tough. He's not getting end zone looks, which I don't understand. He's a big body guy, but
Hmm.
yeah. So it'll
I
this
do
will be
hope I'm
another.
wrong about Bob. He's having a rough go of it too. I mean, he's having a rough go of it too.
Yeah, this could swing either way. For me, I just look at it as which running back trio will win it for the other team. So we'll see how that goes. And to your point, maybe not loving some of the matchups, though. Ja'Cory Crosby-Merritt against the Bears is a pretty good matchup for him. So we'll see what
Yep.
he does for that one. And obviously, Bajan will come into the lineup for Allison. It's just who is she going to
Right.
remove from that lineup? Will it be a Jacoby Myers who hasn't looked so great lately, or someone like a Brees Hall against Denver, or Montgomery even against KC? I don't know how great that would go for him either. That's in
Right.
Kansas City, so tough
Right.
call there for Allison. But good luck to
Mhm.
both of you. All right, I put Sleeping Giant in the East really for Glenn because I look at his team and I don't understand how he's 1-4 with a team like this.
Yeah.
If you look at it, Herbert is the 10th ranked QB. Gibbs is the 5th ranked running back. Etienne, the 8th ranked running back. Waddle, the 18th ranked receiver. Trey Tucker, the 12th ranked receiver. McBride, the 5th ranked tight end.
Yeah.
Broncos has the 8th ranked defense. He has a 7th ranked QB on his bench as well. The 13th ranked tight end. Like he's got these guys that are high ranking in the whole league, but it seems like they're booming at the wrong time in a sense, or you could say the right time. They're not booming together to really put it all together for him. Do you think it'll
Yeah.
go the same way this week? You think the Sobro cases aces kind of continue with that like 120-ish line for themselves? And will that be enough to take down Meow Meow?
Honestly, looking at this matchup, I think Cases Aces have a big week. I think they got a big week because I think it'll be a shootout with Detroit for Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
Obviously, McCaffrey might not have a week like he's been having against Tampa Bay, but maybe he does. But Devontae against Baltimore, that's not bad. Um, Zay Flowers, I don't love, but he'll get targets. Njoku against Pittsburgh, not bad. Tony Pollard at Vegas, that's pretty good.
yeah.
So, and plus, I'm not sure what's going on there because I don't think he said it either. I don't know what's going on with Bucky Irving, but I think he might miss another week.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. So I think they would have to replace Mason with Pollard, and then you have a flex decision there.
Yeah.
on the Sobro Cases Aces side to see what they want to do. And they have a lot of questionable players, but they also have some guys that could have a sneaky week,
Right.
depending. Um, so that it'd be an interesting decision on their end, and they don't make very many moves. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, Meow Meow. I mean, he's playing it how he should. He even has DeAndre Swift on the bench, who has had a pretty good year so far. So he has some things that he could play around with if he wants to. Swift against Washington, I think, is a pretty decent matchup as well. But
Yeah.
so he's got some decisions to make there too. But this could be an interesting game, and I think Meow Meow for being 1-4-6 in the East doesn't feel like that kind of team when you look at it on paper and you see this. It seems like they just might not be firing at the right time together. All
Yeah.
right. We have a top East versus West matchup in this next go round, and that includes you. We have the Cheesehead champions at 3-2 and third in the West. With need to pick a defense, got to get somebody there, so it'll probably be around that 112 to 115 mark against the chubby Down syndrome. That's you, sir, at 4-1 and first in the East. Come with a projection of 117 at least since I last grabbed this. Um, what's something that you're worried about on his end?
Indianapolis not looking like Indianapolis.
What do
Just
you mean?
Kyler Murray going off. Kyler Murray going off, especially for running, you know. And obviously Nakua. I mean, he's just been a monster this year. So, you
Yeah,
know.
that Baltimore. That could be interesting.
Oh, and I didn't see he had Jake Ferguson, that too, especially since I have Dak.
Yeah, he does have a
So,
nice neutralizer there.
yeah.
Even though you have a stack, he has one kind of against you, a reverse
Mhm.
stack on it. So
Yeah.
that is true. But I think your team has enough firepower to do it, and you've got the number three receiver, number five receiver, with the number one running back, number four quarterback. That's huge right there. So, and those top guys in a league like this, it matters a lot. So, as of now, man, you're running hot. I'm leaning your way. That's where it goes. But to your point, if anybody's in need, I mean, Kyler Murray's only the 17th ranked quarterback. There's only 12 teams. That means you might be able to do better, and there's better ones out there. You gotta maybe hunt for a trade like a Drake May, who's number 9 right now, and that's a top 12 quarterback in the league. That's something you might want.
Well, and if you
Um,
look at my roster, I mean, I do need a tiny bit of help. I'm not saying I need a lot, but I need a little bit. I got Brock Bowers questionable. I mean, I'm running two tight ends this week. That is my roster if everyone is healthy and playing.
right.
So it makes me nervous. I'm nervous.
I can feel you there. Okay, so let's just say they aren't. Would you go with Josh Downs or Cooper Cup?
I had Cooper Cup in to begin with, if that tells you.
Okay, makes
Yeah.
sense.
But Joshua Downs wouldn't be a bad choice either because of Arizona. But I don't I don't really love what he's done so far this year. I mean, he's made some big plays, but as far as fantasy, it's not been much.
Yeah.
So,
Well, on the Cheesehead champion side, he's got some good plays. His only real questionable one is what's he going to do with his defense, and then Matthew Golden, good matchup for him against Cincinnati, so could work out well. But he's got to figure out his wide receiver too, and he's got some stuff coming back that could help him with that here soon. Good luck to you both in a top matchup.
thank
All
you. I need
right,
it.
we have Suckadick versus Lichologis, both 1-4. So one of them walks away with 2 wins here. I don't know if you've had a moment to take a look at it, but what I can say is similar thing with Louis of have a lot of top 10 guys at their position, but the role players to go along with that have not been as stout as other teams. So he's got these top end guys that are performing like they should. Lamar's been out. He hopes he stays in because he needs that. this week. Otherwise, he's got Bryce Young on the bench for Dallas. That was a smart pickup. I did the same thing, Louis. So nice pickup there, Licho. Um, so I like his team, and Dr. Sam his team has just underperformed and been hurt. But he gets Rome back, which is huge for him. Any
Yeah.
other notes that you have as to how is Suckadicker going to pull himself out of this hole?
Well, again, as I stated earlier, Sam knows what he's doing, but Jerry Judy out, Roma Dunze in,
Yep.
and I'm just now noticing he doesn't even have a backup tight end. So
Right, so
he's
he's
going
going to have to
to,
figure that out.
yeah,
I
which I
think,
mean, probably would assume he's going to drop the Ravens defense, I would imagine.
and probably Mariota. You could drop Mariota for something too, in my opinion.
And
As long as
Mariota.
Daniels isn't hurt. I mean, nobody's trying to stash a backup
Right.
quarterback, but it does come down to waiver at that point too, if something does happen again. But
Well, it does help that he has Jaden Daniels too. I mean,
right, no,
but
it does.
I get it.
I'm just thinking that's another spot too. But yeah, Ravens D, nah, gotta get rid. They're so hurt that they just can't be a good defense right now. They're a
Yeah.
defense that you go after. So to your point, good one to be able to
Well,
drop and keep Hawkinson on there.
TJ Hawkinson is normally really good, but I see his position rank is 21st. And I mean, I'm just saying Brock Bowers is on the block. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Hey,
You know,
just offering deals, man. Just trying to offer options. That's it. That's what we're doing here.
I'm hoping for I'm hoping for a Sam win here because I think Licho just I think he got snake bit and I think he got that karma bite on him and
Well, he's playing Darren Waller this week over Travis Kelsey at this point. What do you think about that move?
I
Darren
love it.
Waller against the Chargers
I,
for or
as you
versus
know,
Kelsey.
I had Darren Waller in both of our leagues and I dropped him in both of them. What a dummy.
I know I did the same.
So I
I
don't
know.
know, whatever.
Couldn't wait any longer. Couldn't wait. Had to get other stuff
I,
going for him.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to say it's gonna go Sam's way just to tell. So I'm gonna say it's gonna go Licho Logis way. That way Sam will get a victory. I will help out as best I can. But good luck to you both, gents.
Yes,
All
good
right,
luck.
last one of the night. Each fourth place, but trending opposite directions. Murphy's Law has been hot on a hot streak, and Denzel Whittington has been the opposite on a losing streak, a big loser. So, how do I get back on top? Uh, or try to climb my way back to the top at least to get to 500.
Well, I think this might be the week you're gonna do it.
I hope so.
Unfortunately for Tyler, I think you having Josh Jacobs and Jordan Love back is gonna help a lot against Cincinnati. I think that's gonna be big. I do not love the Charbonnet, especially against Jacksonville, but
Yeah.
you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, my other
Uh,
options are Chase Brown versus the
right.
Packers, which I don't know that I love, or Ollie Gordon or Sean Tucker. So
Yeah,
not
it's not
the
great
best.
choices. I get it. I get it. But again, I really do think I think Love and Jacobs alone, I think they're going to be big time this week. I think you're going to get a solid 60, 70 points from them together, I bet.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
I love that.
which will be big for you, especially, again, his team, I like it and they're playing well, but, he could have a Javante Williams normal game, right? And it can go real bad. Same thing with J.K. Dobbins. He's been playing really, really well. And, he could have a turd night too. But no, I mean, I like Tyler's
Well, I
team. I
don't know
mean,
that he has it updated. I mean, look at his bench. He's got Jamar Chase, Drake London,
uh,
DK Metcalf.
oh, I'm
So
aware. Yeah.
So that's where it's
But
like I
he's
don't think it's
not
even
been,
updated.
he,
Like his projection's gonna be huge, but I know we don't go
right.
off that, but it's like that also because they are supposed to do well because they are top talented players.
Well, he hasn't been playing Drake London.
Yeah, I know because he didn't go off until last week, or the
I
last week of
know.
his
I
playing. He
know.
was on bye last week, but
I know.
before.
And actually, yeah, I would definitely play Caleb Williams. I
Over
would
Jackson
definitely
Dart,
play.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. That would be a move I would make for sure. Yeah. That would be number one.
yeah, I'd probably do the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
And I'd figure out how I can get some of these other guys in my
Going to be
lineup.
a tough match. I think actually, the more I think about it, this might be a real good game here between you two. I think it might be close.
We'll see, man, because I think he makes a lot of updates that are a scary team on the other side
Oh,
at that
absolutely.
point.
Yeah.
So, and I don't have the horses right now.
Right.
Some underwhelming performances and bad beats and bad picks on my end, but I lean his way because he does have even more firepower on the bench, and it'll be I think nice for him. But Tyler, happy for you, even beforehand. And Zach, I appreciate you hopping on this podcast with me and helping us get through the week 5 recap and into week 6 of
No
the
problem.
2025 season of the FFFL. And thank you,
Yeah.
fam, for bearing with me during the injury report side of it. I apologize that I did not have it set up like I thought I did. So, but you were patient with me, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Much love to you all. Good luck in week 6.
Much love. Good luck, everybody.
All right. Love you, Zach.
Love you, man. Later.